Britain is reportedly diverting from EU policy in its plans not to classify lithium car batteries as toxic, allowing the UK to speed ahead with its plans to become a production hub for electric vehicles. In a note to industry, the Health and Safety Executive, HSE, said it currently had no intention of classifying various lithium compounds as toxic, unlike guidelines set out by the European Union. The substances not to be delineated as toxic in the note are lithium carbonate, lithium chloride and lithium hydroxide, all key components in electric vehicle battery manufacture. The European Chemicals Agency, ECHA, last year recommended the 3 lithium compounds were treated as reproductive toxicants. Companies and governments across the world are rushing to secure supplies of the components needed to make electric vehicles, with this latest move by the HSE giving Brexit Britain a boost in this race. The new move comes a month after the UK greenlit construction on Europe's first and largest lithium refinery to produce the crucial material. Manufacturers of EVs are currently reliant on East Asia, including China, where 89% of the world's lithium is refined at present. The UK government has now given the green light to a UK-based company, Green Lithium, for construction of a refinery in Teesside, England, in a bid to provide a vital boost to the UK and Europe's carmakers. The company's CEO Sean Sargent estimated "We think by 2030 we're going to need about 800,000 tons per annum." The UK has also set gain its first lithium mine in Cornwall in a joint venture with Paris-listed Imerys. It was announced in late June this year. The project is expected to employ 300 people and would produce enough lithium for 500,000 electric cars per year by the end of the decade. A final decision on whether lithium should be classified as toxic remains with ministers. The regulatory certainty and reduced costs of avoiding labeling the substance as toxic could see the UK outstrip EU production of the batteries. Roland Getride, founder of Luxembourg-based La Vista, which is planning lithium refineries in Europe, said that it gives more competitiveness to the UK versus the EU in terms of producing lithium, reported the Financial Times. Paul Atherley, chairman of Tees Valley Lithium, explained, "A toxic classification would lead to additional costs in processing, packaging, and storing the material in the EU, making UK refined lithium hydroxide and carbonate more cost competitive, which will be a boost for the UK's electric vehicle supply chain efforts." The UK remains some way off the estimated 10 battery factories that will be necessary to meet its demands by 2040, however, with just 2 announced so far. The rejection of EU regulation to promote the creation of car batteries may help to assuage the frustration of many Brits who feel disappointed with the impacts of Brexit. Pollsters YouGov and DeltaPoll found last month that Brits were regretting the referendum outcome more than at any other point since 2016. According to YouGov, 57% of voters believe Brexit was a mistake while just 32% thought Brexit was the correct decision. YouGov also found a majority of voters, 51%, now want to rejoin the EU. Delta poll also found 51% want to rejoin, whilst 34% are content outside of the EU.